Elections are about choices. In 1976, Ronald Reagan ran against Gerald Ford, a total outsider against a sitting incumbent president. Why? Because he felt that conservatives needed to have a choice in the Republican Party when a scandal was plaguing the highest office in the land. But in our times, here in Texas, we have a scandal that's plaguing one of our highest offices. And I believe conservatives should have a choice in the Republican primary. You know, for generations, we've been known as the law and order party, and rightfully so. We back the thin blue line because we don't want to see rioting and lawlessness in our streets. But with that comes a responsibility to hold those accountable that are entrusted with enforcing our laws. That's why we confronted Bill Clinton in the 90s, not necessarily because of his personal behavior, as bad as that was. We did so because he abused the office, he breached the vow to the Constitution, to the laws of the state, and to our country, and then lied about it under oath. But as conservatives, we can't look the other way when one of our own does the same thing over and over again. We need more elected officials that uphold the law rather than find exceptions to it. And that's why tonight, in front of so many friends and supporters, I am proud to announce I am a Republican candidate to be the next Texas Attorney General. We got some banners up there. Oh, we're missing a banner right there. There you go. And I do so because enough is enough, Ken. You brought way too much scandal and too little integrity to this office. As a career politician for 20 years, it's time for you to go. We need an attorney general that's above reproach, not under criminal indictment for securities fraud and under FBI investigation for bribery and corruption. We need an attorney general stacking up mugshots of hardened criminals and gangs and networks in our state, not an attorney general that's stacking up mugshots of himself. But I want to be clear. I'm not running against one man. I'm running for a set of ideas that bring us together tonight. Ideas like a government happy to give you anything you want is probably a government more than happy to take away everything you have. That it's okay to live out our faith in the public square, that we shouldn't apologize for the exceptionalism of our country, and that woke culture and critical race theory is damaging future generations, and we won't take it. But the left, the modern day left, have a completely different viewpoint, but let's give them credit. They've been totally honest about where they would take our country. They said that they would try to pass the Green New Deal, which would cut off hundreds of thousands of jobs in the oil and gas industry. Hardworking people have been laid off because of this president. We've seen an open borders policies that's resulted in the largest surge of illegal immigration on our southern border in modern American history, with no end in sight, no sense of urgency, and no leadership from Washington, D.C. We've seen a spending plan now presenting $6 trillion in new spending and trillions more in taxation, piling up a mountain of debt that our children and our grandchildren can never hope to repay.